I'll write it and we'll do it live. Fucking thing sucks.
Yeah, but then he has to read that.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to a brand new episode of the Orlando Sideshow. My name is Patricio, a.k.a. Rocky, and as always, I have a full crew right here. I'm going to go ahead and introduce... Well, you know what? You're a big boy. You want to introduce yourself, big boy?
Yeah, I'm Joshua Malfunction in Mendonca.
You're just upset. I've never seen you this pissed off before. Yeah, right.
Yes, you have.
Yeah, so before we started recording, oh yeah, and of course, I am so sorry.
Don't forget Mandy, goddamn, bro.
Hey
Forget Mandy, baby.
I know, right? Hey guys, it's your resident Jedi Master Manny hanging out with the boys once again.
Yeah. So tonight we're actually recording live from Sportstown here in the Milk District. We're gonna come to you, bro. We're gonna bring you in just a few moments.
You gotta get to talk, bitch.
Oh,
damn, bro.
God damn.
Come on, man.
So if you can see the background from behind, and if you could read the description in the description, we're recording live at Sportstown, and this is the third appearance that
I thought it was the third one
that we've had here. And the reason why, I love coming over here because you get to see a change. And you know what? Fucking, I'm gonna just put him up on the fucking screen. It's fucking Lee. How you doing, brother?
I'm here, bitch. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to talk.
Yeah, so this is our third time recording, Lee, and every time that I've asked you, you've always been, yeah, baby, fucking do it. Let's fucking do it. And
hey, at my age, bitch, all I get to do is talk, bro. I don't get to fucking do much else. Play pool and talk a little bit.
But no, I'm thankful that you allow us to come in here. And
it's my pleasure, bro. Glad to have you.
I want to ask you, from the first time that you saw the setup up until now, you've seen a change, haven't you?
You must have inherited some money, bitch. Hey, Biden must have sent you a check or something, bro. I didn't get a check. Yet.
Oh no, Biden took care of me.
I got a check, dude. I was very fortunate. I got two of them. So
well, no, you. Well, in case you don't know, Lee is the owner and operator of Sportstown Billiards here in the Milk District, and you guys have won best pool hall a couple years in a row.
We don't have any fucking competition, bro.
Yeah,
we don't have it.
No, and
to be honest with you, all the other pool rooms, they're like cookie cutter or something. They're just not. They don't have the imagination, you know. Fuck. They're just. I don't know.
They have some tables.
They don't have me.
That's true.
Making up goofy shit.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
That is too fucking true.
Yeah.
I've always gone to other bars here in Orlando because you know me. I'm a fucking alcoholic, and there are very few pool halls in the downtown or circling around downtown area, but none like fucking Sportstown. Because right here, you like how many pool tables you guys have?
Right now we got 7. We got rid of one during the pandemic and put some more seating in, spread it out a little bit, you know.
And the only thing that's changed during the pandemic is that there's no more smoking inside.
Yeah, what a fucking relief! What a great move, man. Fuck that smoking. Bro.
You were happy on that move?
Look how old I look. I'm like 40 years old, buddy. I'm fucking smoking, dude. Fuck. God damn, dude. My hair used to be black, and my fucking hair's white and shit. Yeah, smoking.
I've never met you with darker hair. You've always been this.
Fuck you, mate. Hey, I remember the first time I looked in the mirror, I thought, motherfucker, when did my hair get white? I'm like, what the fuck just happened here, dude? What the fuck happened, man?
but the last time we spoke, not smoked. The last time we spoke,
Freudian slip there.
Yeah, I know, right?
That was literally, my bad on that one. The last time we smoked, God damn it, I did it again. Last episode that we did here.
And this is why I'm taking over.
Exactly. I'm sick of
somebody help this bitch talk.
He's like, out.
Man, to give my hand over here. Shit.
Yeah, fucking last time we did an episode here, it was right after the reopening when all the bars, all the restaurants started getting the okay to open back up for partial business. And since the pandemic, like right now, we're literally a year into Corona. Like how has Sportstown been doing?
Fucking 10 years, buddy. Seems like fucking 10 years.
And that's coming from
Fuck,
the owner side. Like,
Fuck.
let it out, bro. Let it
It
out.
seems like 10 motherfucking years, bro. Fuck. Yeah, every day's the same. You know what I mean? There's no like, oh, today's Friday or whatever. You know what I mean? It's every fucking day is like Monday, dude, because of this fucking shit, dude. You know? So it just takes a while to get used to that. Now there's no up and down anymore. Like you're excited because today's Friday, or you're gonna be extra busy. Now every fucking day's the same, dude.
Really?
Every day's the same.
Yeah, exactly.
And if you're busy, you got to worry about the COVID police telling you, hey, motherfucker, I got too many people in here, dude. You know
Do you actually have like inspectors coming in?
They come here all the time, dude. They come all the time. We're lucky they have a couple of times, I'm going to be honest with you, man. We have been a lot of people in here. The last couple of months, on Friday, there's been too many people in here.
Uh-huh.
But during the day, I mean, look right now. Usually in the afternoon, this place would have 20 people in it. Playing it. Everybody, you know, it'd be playing darts, those dart games. And
Yeah.
I mean, this room alone would have 20 people in it. And now it's just
No, and like I've said before on previous episodes, like I've been coming here for probably like 4 or 5 years, and the environment's always been welcoming. It's always been a chill place. You guys have a lot of beers, as you can tell. But yeah, COVID has taken an impact on almost all the businesses, and I know with your work situation, Mendonca.
Yeah.
You wanna vent a little bit from one a bar worker to a bar owner?
Listen, man, it's like starting over, bro. It's like you open a business and it's your first week in business. Every week is like your first fucking week. That's what it's like now. When you're busy, you're like, man, I can't fucking believe it. You know?
For one of the bars that I worked at, I completely understand their decision-making process and how they're going about it because they are a very small business and they have a lot of different fronts to worry about. The other place can just go fuck, honestly. they had a change. They had a change in leadership, and one of the people that were up high, his wife's an absolute twat and doesn't like me, so they voted to not bring me back to work. And never even fucking told me.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I was there for 7 fucking years, and they're gonna have this bawdy ass bitch come in 2 years.
That's bullshit.
Fucking
dude.
like pussy whip her husband into like reining in the whole house committee to just privately vote me out because she doesn't like me.
Holy fuck.
But hey, what are you gonna do? It's a private organization. They don't really have to follow all the rules like everybody else.
No, and here, and I don't want to make this sound like a fucking like a paid advertisement for every time I say here at Sportstown, but you guys have a solid crew here. Like,
listen, man, they've been here through thick and thin, every one of them, and we had to let one person go because out of like 8 or 9 because she had just started here. But
yeah.
I mean, I hated to do that, but fuck, dude, there was no fuck. I mean, we have one person working, but normally we had 3. On the weekends, we had 5 people working.
Yep.
And now we have 2 or 3, you know? And that's all I did, man, was empty fucking garbage. That's it. Run garbage out the fucking back door. That was it. And I stayed busy, you know?
What's his name? Does Glenn still come around and shit? Why you say it like
Glenn,
that?
Glenn is a little older, man, and he had a medical issue. He's a black ops motherfucker, dude.
I didn't know that.
Oh, dude, he's a bad motherfucker, dude. They dropped that guy in the jungles of Peru and shit with the U.S. Army, dude, to raid them drug camps.
Holy shit.
Yeah, dude, he's a bad motherfucker, dude.
Like, I'm always looking at Glenn like, okay, so if you ever come out of Sportstown, it's the dude with the white mohawk, older gentleman, always has his biker vest on.
I've known him since he was a kid, dude. That guy was in the Army and then went to work for Blackstone or one of those
Blackwater?
Military contractors.
You said Blackwater?
Yeah.
Blackwater, yeah. Well, he went to work for one of those guys. And I've noticed this as a kid, dude. Me and him talk a lot. And, you know, he was telling me, like, he was in Afghanistan, killing motherfuckers. And then it was in Peru and South America. They dropped into helicopters to raid these camps. He said, everybody's naked, dude. He said, everybody works there naked because they're processing cocaine and stuff.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, I forgot about
yeah,
that.
I goes, you ever have to shoot anybody? He goes, listen, motherfucker, everybody's naked. They're not giving you no fucking trouble.
Yeah.
When you walk in there with AK-47s, everybody's pretty fucking mellow.
They can't conceal much.
Yeah. Yeah, man, he's he can't come around, man, because he got cancer
Oh, shit.
about 5 or 10 years ago. He had like stage 4 cancer, dude. He's supposed to be gone. Ain't nothing killing that motherfucker, dude. He's unkillable, dude.
No, I think about Glenn and I'm looking at you, dude.
Yeah, when you did the description, I was like, wow, I look like his lame ass fucking little cousin.
Not his cousin, dude. No, you look kind of like a younger version.
You honestly look like a younger version of Glenn. But hey, so Lee, with everything opening back up and slowly getting back to like the normal here, like you always have some funny ass stories from behind the bar and from behind, you know, all these years running Sportstown. Like what's one of the craziest things that has happened?
Nothing's happened here in a couple of years, bro. Nothing. Well, you know what? Glenn caught somebody fucking stealing somebody's phone, dude. He pulverized that bitch right out here, dude. Unfucking believable. Big old giant guy took off running, and Glenn tackled that motherfucker. Man, he went to work on this dude, bro. I mean, I felt bad. I was gonna break it up and say, Glenn, please don't fucking hit me, bro. I broke it up. The guy's bleeding every fucking word, dude. He's crying. He's a big old guy. And Glenn, so Glenn's looking at the phone. The girl comes out. There's blood all over the fucking phone, dude. Fuck, dude. I said, dude, you got beat up for a fucking phone? What the fuck is wrong with your dumb ass, dude?
Glenn is honest to God, like your structure. Like
he weighs $140, dude.
Yeah, and I'm sure, Mandy, you weigh less than that, right?
I put the guy up against with my own money. I bet my own money on the guy, dude. Like 2 people in Orlando might beat that motherfucker's ass,
like,
dude.
Glenn is a badass.
Prior to Logan, I was 135. I did get down to 139, but then when I went back to work, to be honest, between the depression and anxiety, I gained a little bit of the weight back. So now I'm back on a new regimen to get back to 135, if not to 125. And I want that to be, you know, like low BMI, but back to being like really muscular. Like when you first met me, like I was freaking, yeah.
Yeah, you were a walking muscle. That's literally how I can describe you. Like this girl has a history with working with Halloween Horror Nights, and her physical abilities will just like blow your mind away. Like I honestly, God, I wouldn't know who would win in a fight, her or Glenn, because this woman right here has taken some big motherfuckers down. And, you know.
I'm sure Mandy's a pretty tough girl. But Glenn has been in the jungle, bro. He's been up in the mountains in Afghanistan robbing heroin dealers, bro. All right? Ain't nobody fucking with Glenn.
And I feel like Mandy just wants to say one story, like, oh, I've been in with some motherfuckers in Germany, and I'll beat a fuck motherfucker if I want to.
That's one of the reasons he quit the army, bro, because he got tired of watching heroin dealers ride by with these packs on, and they had to leave him alone. You know what I mean? So he's up there guarding like certain people, and he couldn't stop. You'd think the army, that'd be their job, right? Yeah. But that's what he was kind of disenfranchised with that. Some of the stuff that happened when he was doing that was some of the stuff they let go, and then he agreed with robbing them, the cocaine camps and shit. But some of the stuff he saw in Afghanistan, he wasn't real crazy about. You know what I mean?
And I mean, you've dealt with a lot of people who have dealt with PTSD before in the past.
Oh yeah, that was my first side. Because like, okay, if we were to like, would I like to be sarcastic and be like, oh yeah, I can take it, blah blah. But like, if we were looking at this very seriously, anyone who has or has suffered something from over there, especially PTSD, it doesn't matter how quick, how swift I can be. Once that PTSD clicks in, you're gone.
He has a hair trigger. That's one of the reasons that I had to talk to him a couple times, dude, and I've known him since he was a kid, dude. I'm not afraid of that many people, to be honest with you. I mean, because most of the time you talk your way out of a book jam, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
But Glenn, I'm not gonna lie to you, I was afraid of that motherfucker, dude. Fuck, dude.
I mean, I'm secretly afraid of Mandy every now and then.
Well, I don't blame
this
you,
makes
dude.
me so happy that so many people are secretly afraid of me.
Yeah.
But no, like, and being serious, like, when it comes to PTSD, like, there was a gentleman that I met over Germany, like, family man, sweet guy, already had 2 daughters, had another kid on the way, and we were all hanging out at the bar one night, and somebody come up to me and was like, man, I hope he's doing okay. And I said, what are you talking about? He said, yeah, he had an episode the other night, and he'd already done, I think, at least 1, if not 2 tours over to Afghanistan at the time. And I said, well, what are you talking about? He goes, yeah, his wife, I think it was like she popped a bottle cap off a bottle or something. Yeah. And so she pops it, and he literally within seconds had a knife to her throat. Like, had literally, like, full on whipped this thing out, had it to her throat, and for a second had forgotten where he was, who she was. And I'll tell you what, power to that woman. I'll tell you what, people do not realize what military wives go through, because the fact that she went through that and still stayed with that man, like, it wasn't easy. Like, my sister used to babysit his kids, and she said that, like, once again, he is the sweetest guy. Sure. But, like, you hear, like, it's not a joke. If
you're on fucking tilt.
Yeah.
You're on tilt the whole fucking time. But after you're out of the service like that, a lot of people just stay on tilt, dude. They're like if the phone rings.
I was going to say, like, what do you
mean by
car
backfire?
Like, what do you mean by like tilt?
Tilt's a poker term like that. When you lose a hand, you're fucking steamed, dude.
Like, at any
you
second, you can
steam,
snap.
but nobody knows.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you're inside. You're like, I wish this motherfucker say something, like, chop his fucking head off, dude. that's just the way a lot of servicemen come, because Afghanistan and Vietnam is the same way. I have friends in Vietnam. It's not really combat, dude. It's you sneak around, if you go to a restaurant, you might get blown up. You know what I mean? In Afghanistan, it's the same way. If you're in, like if you're in a service, you know what to expect. But, like if you're off duty, you still might get blown up.
Yeah.
So it's not really, it's like you're in that warfare mode.
Very true.
The whole fucking time you're over there. It's inhumane.
You can't. I had to tell my husband at the time, or my ex-husband at the time. I had to tell Matt, like, hey, don't wear your wedding band. Like, I love you to death, but like, if you're in a situation, because here's the thing: is he's IT, but he still could have gotten shot at.
Yeah.
Because they still have to go out in certain situations. Which he never told me this, but I did find out he got shot at because he was too afraid to tell me. But I was like, if you're out there,
because Manny's gonna jump on a plane and be like, "Where was he?"
I mean, not playing. But no, like I'd have to be like, don't wear your band because, and this was the worst time to have ever seen. It was the worst time for Jarhead to come out and to have seen Jarhead, because I watched Jarhead when he was on his second deployment, his first or second deployment, and there's a scene in it where a guy's sitting there. I want to say it's Jarhead. It might have been another military movie, but they're sitting there and the guy's got a rifle and he's on a dune, and the sniper from away saw the glare of the sun off his ring. And the sniper shot and killed the guy next to him. And I don't remember if it's in the Jarhead movie or another military movie I'd seen, because obviously I've seen lots of military movies.
Yeah.
But like that's a very serious thing. Like you don't wear jewelry, you don't wear anything that can.
You don't smoke in the dark.
Yep. Like
a good sniper can see a lit cigarette.
That's why I drink Bud, dude.
Why you drink Bud?
I'll tell you why, because I broke a Miller High Life bottle over a motherfucker's head and didn't knock that bitch out, bro. Now I'm standing here with a broken bottle, this motherfucker's laughing at me, bro. And if you break one of these, you have somebody one of these, it's out.
It's a tactical decision. So beer's okay, but tactically, the bottles, it'll save your life.
I mean, I will admit, like in all seriousness, like I'm the type of person that when I go into certain places, if I've never been in there before, I will look around me and be like, okay, if something happens right now, what is the nearest thing I can make a weapon? Like I remember,
dude.
I'm not
the
playing,
same way, dude.
not playing.
I'm the same way. I go in the bar, I'm like, it's one of these motherfuckers I'm about to hit first, dude. It's just something you grow up doing. You know what I mean? Like if you're around that shit all the time.
I used to hide one of my throwing daggers, and I had a set of 3 throwing daggers. So one sat in my shower, one sat under my pillow, one sat in my nightstand. Not playing.
No. I have a knife underneath my pillow. I have a knife underneath my pillow. I have a bed. Not a bed. I have a bat.
You don't have a bed?
Shut up. I sleep with a knife under my pillow, and I have a bat next to my bed, in case shit.
Oh yeah.
That's just my mentality. Because growing up in Chicago,
you're better safe than sorry.
Exactly. I'd rather need it. I would rather have it and not need it than need and not have it.
Like a condom.
You're better safe than sorry.
I mean, that is why I've always had a knife in my car. Like, it's very funny when people get in my car for the first time, depending on where the knife is at in the car, and they'll be like, what the? And I'm like, oh, I always have one on me. Like, don't think there isn't one always on me. It took me, I think, Will and I were probably together. It wasn't until Will and I had been together for a year. It wasn't until Will and I moved in together that I just stopped sleeping with the knife under the pillow because it freaked him out. Because that was back when I still had the really bad night terrors from my ex, and I would wake up at 2 a.m. and I would literally freak the hell out, like screaming, freaking out.
You see, that's how the bartenders here at Sportstown have with fucking Lee when they work with him.
They're carrying around knives.
Placed around the fucking pool room.
I've done this a few times when I've been hanging out with friends. I'll just go white guy check, and I just take out my pocket knife, and pretty much every white dude will pull out a pocket knife.
PTSD, like they're opening bottles in their sleep and shit like that.
Yeah, I've got knives fucking everywhere. I got them in my Jeep. I got them in my room. I mean, fuck, I got a machete hidden behind the headboard. Which I also
there's nothing wrong with.
I also have a gun within reach, but I think I jump out of bed naked with a machete. They're gonna think twice.
See, the gun, I don't know. I'm weird about the gun because for me, there's always that possibility that the gun can be used against you. If I have my knife in my hand, you're not getting that bitch out of my hand.
You got to pay the price to get the knife, right?
Yeah, you will pay the price to get the knife out of my hand.
Get a karambit with a thumb loop, because even if they break your hand, they can't get it out.
Yep.
So what about you, Lee? Like, what's your weapon of choice besides the Budweiser bottle?
You know what? Beer bottles. Listen, I worked in this pool room in Alabama, and I had come from New Mexico. Nobody in New Mexico, at the time, nobody was stabbing anybody. They were all fighting with their fists and shit. It was the 70s, and nobody was shooting anybody yet. But in Alabama, when I went there, everybody was
good old Alabama in the 70s.
Huntsville, Alabama, and I worked in a pool room there, and every cracker motherfucker there carried one of those hook bill knives.
Okay.
And the first time somebody pulled one of them on me, I'm like, man, you gotta be fucking joking me, bro. You can't stab me with that motherfucker. What's wrong with you, dude? I busted a fucking bottle of that motherfucker's head, dude. He's looking at me. He's still holding the fucking knife. I said, dude. I said, you got to have a knife with a blade on it, dude. What the fuck? He's laying on the ground. I'm like embarrassed that he pulls this. But that's what everybody carried there. They pulled these, and they did tricks and shit with them. I'm like, I wish you would pull that fucking knife.
I just love that you're like, and I have a bottle. Like, I love that is your, I love the bottle.
People will get those curved knives because they think they look cool, but honestly, you're not.
Well, you know, you can do tricks with them. You can pop them out of the fucking thing, and they were real cool. You can pull them out of your pocket. Well, the guy pulls the knife on me. I'm like, dude, that's like being on vacation, bro. Pulling the fucking hook bill. Yeah. You know, it's not a hook bill with a. It's like a box cutter. Not even a box cutter. It's like for cutting open a fucking envelope or something.
For something knife, for something like that, you're not even supposed to really use it as a knife. You hold it reverse grip, and then you punch. Because then you're dragging.
Oh yeah. I just didn't know what they were for. I've seen that.
Shucking oysters.
Yeah.
I mean, I've greeted people. Like, if I had a choice of weapon, it'd either be my throwing knives, or I have gone to my front door with swords in hand. Because you guys haven't been to the house yet, but like once Will and I got our house, I had no joke had all three of my swords hung with both the family crest that I made for the wedding. So there have definitely been times where, like, if I'm not expecting someone, and depending on the time of day, there was one time Will came home because he just wanted to surprise me, like, hey, I'm going to get off early. I'm going to surprise my girl. Shows up at the door, and I had that sword in hand, and I opened the door. He's like, what the heck? I'm like, what are you doing home? He's like, I was coming to surprise you. What's with the sword? Wallace protected myself.
I was protecting mine.
I've never had a sword. Hold on, man. I imagine it's terrifying, you know what I mean? But
somebody answers the door, they got a fucking claymore on him. You're like, okay, William Wallace,
you know,
I'm gonna go ahead and fuck off.
When somebody sticks a gun in your face when you're a kid, it's no big deal, bro. I mean, I had guns stuck in my face. I'm like, because you never see one go off. Yeah. When you see one after you see.
Well, I gotta stop you on that one because I was 11 when I got shot at.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Yeah, that's Chicago.
Yeah, I was gonna say you grew up in Chicago though, so.
No, that's right.
Gang violence is part.
That's just 5th grade up there.
Gang awareness is an elective when you hit 5th grade. So like,
I'd seen people. Well, this one bar I hung out, man. People got shot there all the fucking time, but nobody would even leave, dude. They would fucking be hanging out drinking. Guns would go off, and if you left,
it's Moss Eisley. It's the Moss Eisley.
Oh my god, yes!
Yeah. In fact, if you leave, you're like a pussy. You couldn't go back to the fucking bar.
like nobody was shooting at you. Why did you leave?
Like, it was my turn, bro.
Wait a second. I went to that cantina in California, and nobody pulled out a blaster or a saber. I'm kind of sad. It was a pretty calm night.
I used to go in this bar in New Mexico called Panama Reds.
Okay.
It was Panama Reds is a type of marijuana in the 70s. The side door, bro, had a fucking shotgun blast where they shot the bouncer, and you could see like an outline where the motherfucker was standing there, dude, and shot all around the motherfucker and killed. Well, of course they killed the motherfucker.
Only Lee can tell you a story about a guy getting shot and be able to laugh about it.
Well, dude, he brought it on himself. Yeah, listen. There's a couple lowrider motherfuckers that try to come in the bar and slap one of the motherfuckers.
If I die before you, Lee, I want you to give my eulogy.
I'll do it, baby.
Like, okay,
I'll do it.
I'll
do it.
Just for shits and giggles. Like, let's say, I'm dead. All right. Everyone's at my funeral. Everyone, they're doing.
So you're not going to need any of this equipment, right?
None of this equipment. Yeah,
cool.
I'm leaving it to you in the will.
Bet.
So let's say
make it happen.
It's my funeral. They're burying me. Lee, you're up at there, and you're going to give my eulogy. What are you saying at my funeral?
I said, this goofy motherfucker, man. This something. This bitch. Just come to my pool and waste my time with this bullshit podcast. But I could be drinking beer some fucking where. Anyway, I like the guy. He's all right.
Wait, am I wearing clothes at this, or am I wearing paint? I'm asking you because that's actually happened.
Paint, yeah, 100%. Like, I want everyone in cosplay at my funeral.
Listen, motherfucker, you died before me, I'd be one happy motherfucker.
Wow, fuck you too.
I'd be fucking ecstatic, dude. I'll be fucking, yay!
Like, I outlived another Mexican.
Yeah.
Win for white people right there.
Dang.
Because you and I go back and forth so many fucking times on social media. Anytime I put up a political post about some shit, this motherfucker comes in and just Bobby Taylor's the fuck out of me.
Listen, man, I have another friend with the same name as you, only he puts like a Q in his fucking name.
What the fuck?
Yeah, dude, he's Patricio Scrozano or some kind of fucking shit. So sometimes I get y'all mixed up. Sometimes I don't mean to crack on you, dude. Sometimes I just think it's him.
Oh no,
Yeah,
it's
really.
fine. I mean, that there are other brown people out in the world. I mean, I'm not the only Mexican in Orlando. It is
I
what
don't
it
give a
is.
fuck what color you are, bro. I can care less, bitch.
But no, I love the banter that you and I go back and forth on, because the thing is, you and I have different political backgrounds. We have different political views, but this is the one thing that I love to express to people. My friends are my family. All right. I love my friends. I love hanging out with them as much as possible. And social media tends to bring us to an extreme level sometimes. And
that's because you could talk, dude. There's no consequence. Where I grew up, if I flat my guns at you like this, you'd be on top of me, bro. I mean, I'd have to defend my fucking self. When I was a kid growing up, every time especially the bars I hung out in, when you said something to somebody, motherfucker, there wasn't no like conversation or this. Somebody was going to the hospital or somebody's getting shot or murdered, whatever. But Facebook is a trick, dude. You can call somebody all kind of names.
We had murdered Facebook.
Hey, dude, I'm telling you, man, the bars in New Mexico were like bloodbaths sometimes. Like I say, if you're in a bar
from dusk till dawn.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. I was in a bar, and the owner was working a lot of bars in New Mexico have a drive-through, and with a bar, you can work the bar or a drive-through, right? And the owner, he's a belligerent cocksucker, bro. He's a big, tall, white criminal fucker. But he was always fucking with people, dude. I used to play pool with him, and he was a smart-ass motherfucker. Anyway, some 4 Mexican motherfuckers in like a 64 Chevy, a lowrider motherfucker. No, you got to leave them guys alone, buddy. I mean, unless you're prepared to have a shootout, you got to leave them alone. So they order some beer. The guy says, I'm not saying you no beer, y'all are drunk. The guy's like, hey, man, give us some beer, you fucking bitch. So they're arguing, right? So this big, stupid white motherfucker.
Because Lee knows customer service, 100%.
Yeah, so now this big white dude tries to climb in the fucking car with these 4 Mexican motherfuckers. Now, what do you think happened to him, dude?
There's plenty of room with 4 Mexicans in a car. Yeah, they know how to.
He never got inside the car, dude. He got shot like 30 fucking times, dude. Shot the fuck up, dude. And
I'm sorry. That is just like one of the worst way to go. If you get shot,
and all you gotta do is hand him some beer, and you're still alive.
Yeah.
I mean, what's the reward? Risk reward there, dude.
There isn't.
Give the motherfuckers some beer, send them on their fucking way.
Exactly.
You know. Instead, he was just somebody was going to kill the guy any fucking way. You know what I mean? Like, he just had got to be like 50 or 60, and just you didn't get to be a certain age. You just figure like nobody's going to bother me. You know what I mean? Like nothing's going to happen to me. Nothing has happened yet.
Yeah.
You know, something's always ready. Something can always happen, dude. Always, no matter how old you are, you say the wrong thing to the wrong person
at the wrong time.
Yeah, you can't try to jump somebody's fucking car, dude. Especially out west.
Yeah.
If you try, you can try it here. They call it cops.
No. Well, this is your kingdom. This is
I mean, you can try it in Orlando. You can try to jump the car with somebody and call the cops on you.
Yeah.
Don't call the cops out west, dude. Somebody gets the fuck shot out of, dude.
He isn't wrong. He is not wrong.
No. In big cities, you try to get in a car like Chicago, try to jump the car with somebody.
Well, you did. Like, you did. I'm sorry. Yeah. I mean, that's just the gang life in Chicago. I mean, you fucking dead if you're trying to get in someone's whip like that. Like that.
I wish you tried to get in my car, run your fucking ass over, dude. I ran over like 5 people in my life, dude.
I don't think that's something you should be fucking putting out there, Lee. What the fuck?
Hey, listen, I told a story out on Facebook about me burning this fucking bar down, right? I was kind of joking a little bit. I mean, I didn't. Me and my friend were in there, and he lit a guy's cowboy hat on fire. He was fucking with this redneck motherfucker, and he put a bunch of bar napkins in his hat, and he lit it on fire, right? Well, there's fuck smoke going there. We're burning it. So me and him are on fire, get out! This place is on fire. So
fire. We're doing a show.
So the place is starting to empty out, right? We're in there fucking. The place is empty. So me and him are out there drinking fucking beers, some fucking joints smoking. It's all smoky in there. They call the fire department. They come in there and they ask us what we're doing in there. I'm like, I'm drinking Bud, dude. I don't know what the fuck y'all are doing. I'm in here drinking some beer. So anyway, I told a story, but I'm out of the fact that we burned the fucking bar down, right? Well, it's like I'm on this. We didn't burn it down, bro. But that bar did burn down. But I wasn't there. I was here.
It wasn't because of you.
There's a bunch of Democrat motherfuckers got on my shit about you. I hope you're happy about burning the bar down. I'm like, hey, motherfucker. It's like 1976, dude. Fuck you. You weren't even alive yet. You didn't crack on me for burning a bar down. You weren't even born yet, dickhead.
Bars are flammable.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Well, the headline showed the bar on fire. And I've been in that bar 100 times.
Were you in the corner just smiling? And
yeah,
drinking
dude. I've
Budweiser?
been beat up in that bar. I beat motherfuckers up in there. I won money playing pool in there. It was a cool bar. It's called Scotty's. And I just happened to see it on Remembering Roswell is the town I grew up in. It's their Facebook page. And they showed the headline of the bar burner. So I just like to ad-lib it a little bit. You know what I mean? This motherfucker's got in my shit about, hope you're happy about burning the fucking bar. I'm like, well, if you were here, I'd be happy about slapping your
graduation year. His photo most likely would burn down a
Yeah,
bar.
Called it.
Either own a bar or burn
Burn
down a bar.
One
Well,
or
he
the
did
other.
both. He's a fucking overachiever.
But
There you go.
there was a lot of oil field. They all wore big hats, dude. My buddies, I already hung out that had long hair. We used to fuck with rednecks. That was our job because they always, we had long hair, so we was always getting cracked on. People ask us to dance and shit. Hey, can you want to dance with you? I'm like, fuck you, dude. Dance with this motherfucker.
And beer bottles of the head.
Yeah. And so it was.
Oh shit, he's got a Budweiser. Back off.
My buddy was a pyromaniac, dude. He'd light the garbage cans and shit on fire, but he just got the biggest kick out of lighting cowboy hats on fire, dude. He said stuff. That guys would be playing pool, leaving their hats on the ground, and they come back and fucking fire coming out around. Like
I mean,
that.
I'm not surprised. I know how much those hats are. They're not freaking
Yeah,
cheap.
dude, those Stetson hats like 150, and back in the 70s they were like $100. They were still $100.
Well, because like you got to think about it. If you like, and my mom is a true Texan. Like, except for me, one cousin, and aunt, all my family's Texan. Not even a joke.
You can't fuck with a Texas hat, dude. You got to go to war with that motherfucker.
Like if you want real cowboy boots, you go to Texas, but you better know you're about to drop a few $100s on them real boots, though.
Try
Entry level.
snatching a hat off one of those motherfuckers.
Yeah, entry
when they're at the
level.
bar, dude. Grab a cowboy's hat off his head.
No.
Here you go, dude. Here you go.
Look,
I mean, it's like
You don't F with a Texan
yeah,
hat.
it's like you assaulted his sister or some kind of shit. Like, hey, dude.
You don't fuck with a Mexican taco. You don't fuck with a black man's
So
chicken.
a motherfucker asked me to
with a white boy's
dance.
hat.
Yeah.
Wait. What about you don't?
You don't mess with their chicken.
You don't mess with our taco. You don't mess with our chickens. You don't mess with a black man's chicken. You don't mess with a white man.
Because I was like, mess with your what?
It's taco.
Hey, so I hung out in this pool room.
Okay.
There were two black guys on it. Old black guys, right? One of them was 80, and the other motherfucker was like 100. I don't even know. But one of them played in the Negro Baseball League, bro. His name was Ray. And he carried around this baseball almanac all the fucking time, dude. And I'm serious, dude.
No. I'm sorry. It's just the lead up to this story.
Oh,
Well,
they were both old. They were fucking old, dude, and they spit tobacco every fucking where. So I got kicked out of the white pool room. I couldn't go. In the Mexican pool room, they kicked me out. So now I can't go to work. Now I got to go in this black pool room. Now, meantime, there's only like 3 black families in the whole town. And I'm friends with them, So I go in there. Two black guys sitting there. I'd never seen an old black guy before. I didn't know. What is this shit, dude? Who is this motherfucker, dude? He's spitting tobacco everywhere. And anyway, I got to be friends with the guy, dude. He like took me under his wing because I didn't have nowhere else to fucking go, But this one guy, Ray, carried this baseball almanac under his arm. You could ask that motherfucker who hit 30 home runs in 1920 and shit, dude. That motherfucker would ring it out to you. And then if you argue with him, he'd like, you fucking white motherfucker, what the? And he'd open up to the page and show you, this whole book memorized, dude. The fucking book was like this big, dude.
was his name Marty McFly?
His name was Ray Blackburn, bitch. Blind ass bitch. Yeah, Ray could.
I'm sorry. Let me collect myself.
Hey, Ray was about 80, whatever. And Ray was blind, right? He was blind as a motherfucker. He couldn't see shit, dude. Anyway, he drove to the pool room every day, right?
How the fuck is a blind man driving to the
Hey,
pool
it's
room?
New Mexico, motherfucker.
Carefully.
Nobody gave a shit about that guy.
Yeah, I was like, very carefully.
Very
Yeah.
carefully.
He hit every motherfucker. And he had a black dog that was called Lucky. That's why I wore the shirt, Lucky. He was a black chow, dude. It was a stone cold murderer fucking dog. He chained him to the Coke machine so he couldn't buy a fucking Coke. So if you want to buy a Coke, you had to get, hey, Pop, go buy me a Coke, man. And they're like, you can go buy one. I said, fuck that black dog. Eat my fucking. If you went up there to get a Coke, the dog would attack you, dude. So the guy sold like 3 Cokes a year. You had to be a brave motherfucker to buy a Coke in that joint.
Coca-Cola
Dude.
rep's like, what the fuck is happening
dude.
at this place? We're not selling shit.
Stranger, we got stranger. A couple. You never done a bit different guy. The guy that asked where the Coke machine and Papa gave. It's over there, dude. Like,
It's next
they're
door.
Like, watch this, dude. Motherfucker, I walked over there. You couldn't. You had to get pot. It didn't work. You had to open it up and get the Coke out of there, right?
Yeah.
So you had to get pot the money. And people over there be trying to put it in this black. You could hear that dog starting to growl. In about fucking 5 seconds, it's over, dude. This dog was like attack you, dude. And it had it's kind of old. It had white whiskers, so it looked like it had rabies. So it attacked motherfucker. And they would leave. They'd be run. I said, Pop, why don't you get rid of the dog, dude? You can't get any women to come in here because they don't like getting bit by this fucking dog, dude. Fuck. Or a new customer can't come in here because they're afraid of this fucking crazy dog. We said, nah, it's my boy. It was Ray's dog.
Okay.
So Ray used to bring it, and Ray left him in the pool room as a watchdog. This dog shit everywhere, dude. So in the morning, fucking Ray would have to. He's in the pool room. So the pool room smelled like a dog. And then Ray cooked liver and onions in the pool room every day.
Oh,
yeah, how you like that shit, motherfucker?
damn.
On a grill in the back. And
Nope.
it was 3 pool tables. It was like as long as from here to that golf game. There was 3 tables in a row. And in the back was a little grill. And Ray cooked liver and onions every day, dude. It was like working in it was like playing pool with tear gas, dude.
Yeah.
Pool room had a pretty unique smell, man. It was pretty cool.
Nope.
Yeah, unique.
Yeah, no. Luckily, Sportstown does not have that unique smell in here. I mean,
now they quit smoking in here. It smells good in here, right?
It has a different scent to
Yeah.
it. Like I love that was the one thing. I mean, I still love this place regardless. But the one thing that always brought me out here was the fact that I was able to smoke.
Yeah.
And a funny quick story. My girlfriend came here about two days ago over the weekend. Now, mind you, she's not a bar person. She 100% is not a bar person whatsoever. She'll go to a nice fancy restaurant. I don't want to say bougie, but bougie, it is what it is. And she had walked in and was here for like maybe 30 seconds until she had to walk out because she's like, no, I can't do this. I don't want to be here. And I called her later on that day, find out, hey, what'd you do with your friends? Because you're supposed to be coming over. And she's like, oh no, my friends and I went to this pool hall in near downtown Orlando. I'm like, wait, which pool hall did you go to? She's like, it was by the cows.
By the big cows on the wall, right? Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, Sportstown. She's like, no. I'm like, there is no other fucking pool hall near cows
in the Milk District.
Yeah. And she's like, I think there were pool tables. I'm like, it was fucking Sportstown. I know you went to Sportstown. She's like, well, how was it? And she's like, I didn't like it. Like, why? Like, what's wrong with that place? That is my go-to place every fucking time. She's like, it's just not my place, and I can't. It's not for me. I'm like, well, did it smell bad? Was the service bad? Like, what was wrong with it? She's like, no, it just wasn't for me. Yeah. But then I put into factor. I'm like, we just had dinner at Fogo de Chao the last week. She's not going to go from Fogo de Chao to fucking Sportstown. Yeah. No offense.
Like going from Ritz Carlton to like a dive hotel down at fucking road.
Yeah, my goal now is to get your girlfriend out. Like, keep tricking her into showing up at dive bars.
I will support that one.
She'll learn. She'll learn.
But you got to realize, Pat, like when it comes to girls, there's a couple of different types. You got the girls that are extremely girly. You got the ones that are so just boyish. And then you have the ones that learn how to play in both worlds. And I had to learn that growing up. Because when my dad, he raised me as a son. Like, when I came out of the womb, they were told possibility twins was going to be a boy. And when I came out, they're like, and something's missing. Is there another kid coming?
Like, fuck, what happened here?
Like, no joke.
What's going on here?
Like,
we got to re-roll.
She broke it off in the womb.
Yeah, God. But my dad still proceeded to raise me as a son. And then when my parents divorced and I had all this time with my mom, it was learning how to still be me, which was kind of that boy, but also understanding what it was to be a female as well and understand that there are privileges of being in both worlds. So, like, could I go out to a fancy restaurant, tonight and then the next night be at a dive bar? Yeah, but not all chicks can do that. Like, if your girl's bougie, she's bougie. She's not going to do this. Like, I don't get me wrong. Badonka, I accept that challenge. Like, please do this because this is going to be funny.
No. Badonka can adapt to any environment.
Oh, I know he can.
Any surrounding, right?
Yeah, any surrounding. Like this, you can put him in the classiest of classies, and this dude is already,
I'll figure something out.
He'll figure something out.
Especially if there's a good bar.
Yeah. But I'm saying is, like, you got to realize, like, and I had to have this conversation with somebody recently, and I was like, you've got to figure out, who do you want to be? Do you want to be this side of it, this side, or do you want to go down the middle? Like, Will gives me crap all the time because, like, when I go out with some of my friends, depending on where we're going out, I'll dress up to the nines. And then he'll go to Ale House, and he's like, why didn't you dress up like that for me? I'm like, because we go into Ale House.
Fair.
Dressing up, baby.
I'm like, he was
nothing wrong with that.
Because then he also get on to me because, like, depending on where I'm going with people, if it's really, really fancy, and though I'm not a drinker, every once in a while I do enjoy, like enjoying at least a glass of wine at dinner. I'll get a glass of wine. But then once again, like we'll go to ale house or something and be like, why don't you get something to drink with me? I'm like, because at ale house, like I don't feel this need to get a nice glass of wine when I'm wearing just a pair of, like jeans and a t-shirt.
That is the one thing. Well, on top of the many, many things about Sportstown, like I can come in here in my work clothes. I can come here in a t-shirt and shorts.
That's what pool rooms over the history of the years, man. That's what pool rooms were. They were like a place to go after work, or if you're dressed up. When I was a kid, man, the pool rooms were in the process of going from like a place where everybody went, dressed up or not, to like seedy places. So when I started going to pool rooms, man, people that had jobs, it's just like somehow they had gotten this bad reputation. So people that were, like normal people, just got like this spot where like, oh, there's criminals hanging out there now. Yeah. You know what I mean? It happened over about 10 or 15 years. And when I was a kid and started going in them, pool rooms were at the bottom as low as they could go, dude. Like like this pool rooms where I lived, there was a white pool room where all the white people went. And then there was a Mexican pool room. But all Larry's where I hung out, man, it was full of Mexican motherfuckers, right? But there wasn't anybody white in fucking Charlie's. Charlie's was a Mexican pool room. Had like 2 pool tables and a diner. And me and my friends went there because they had a great cheeseburger. We used to go in there and eat. But it was nobody white went in there. And everybody in New Mexico, they just didn't go there. I mean, it wasn't like because they were Mexican, they just didn't go there. You know what I mean? Yeah. And this black pool room, dude, was not really a black. There was only like 2 or 3 black families in the whole fucking town. It's just a black guy owned it. So everybody called it a black pool room. But when I started hanging out there, man, it was one of the pool room had just like Mexican, the white people hung out there, and it was a cool spot, dude. But when we started bringing women in there, the guy went into shock, dude. The guy went into shock. He goes, "What's girls doing in here?" I go, "What the fuck you talking about, dude? Hey, where I go, they go. What the fuck's wrong with you, dude?" But the same way when I went to all the other pool rooms, when women started going in pool rooms, it was like, what the fuck is going on here? I'm like, dude, you lost your fucking mind, dude. The white pool room I got kicked out of when they let me back in there. I was hanging out with 2 or 3 long-haired guys. We were always hanging out with girls. You know what I mean? We'd go bring him in to play pool. The guy was like in shock, dude. He didn't know what to do. He's like, we can't have these girls in here.
Hold on. You got a girl, most likely in a tight pair of jeans.
No.
Bent over a bar.
No, dude.
Cut-offs,
Girls
whatever.
didn't dress like that in the 70s. They dressed in raggedy-ass fucking cutoffs that pulled way up the fucking there. And then they had tube tops on. Whatever. They just dressed like.
But the point is, you got a girl bent over a table with a long rod. What guy's going to complain about that?
I never.
Rod.
Motherfuckers in the 70s did, dude. The fucking people on those pool rooms are like, whoa, what's going on here? I'm like, man, just shut the fuck down.
I've been in a pool.
And collect the fucking money, dude. Fuck.
I started being in pool rooms like 91 or 92. I was a pool shark as a kid.
That's way different than 71 or 72.
Well,
You couldn't go in a pool room if you were 16. You got to get a fucking note from your parents, dude.
Oh, no.
God, I was in a pool room at 6 or
I've been
7.
in pool halls since I was 7 or 8 years old.
Same.
Because my grandpa, every time that he had to do the laundry, he would drop off all the clothes at the laundromat.
And then take it over there,
Go to the Golden Key, which was right next door.
Yeah.
They give me my glass of milk or give me whatever juice that I wanted. And my grandpa would just be out there smoking a cigar, playing his pool. The fucking 90s, man.
For a long time, pool rooms were in town squares. So every small town had a pool room with a judge. Everybody hung out there. The judges, lawyers, whatever, would hang out in those places. And some around the middle 70s, man, it just like, I don't know what happened, man. They got like a stigma attached to them, So, but now, pool rooms are just like, pool rooms is just like a regular bar now. You know what I mean?
I mean, I used to live in pool halls. Like in 8th grade, I had my own dartboard. I loved my dartboard. I only.
Where'd you grow up at?
So my mom's military, so I grew up everywhere.
All everywhere, yeah.
But my first time in a pool hall, like I said, was like Pat. I was like between 6, 7, and 8. We were in the Midwest, so we went to the pool hall that was on the base. So we went to the the bar on base. So we'd go out there, and they taught me how to shoot. They taught me how to throw, and continued on from there.
People from up north, Ohio, whatever.
Yeah.
Pool was like a regular sport. I mean, everybody played pool. Growing up, they would play pool.
Yeah.
In the South, man, it's a little different because everybody can go. You can go outside all the time. Up north, you can't go out fucking outside for like 3 months. You know what I mean?
Oh, God,
so pool was. People would take their kids to the pool room.
Yep.
If they're in there drinking. New Mexico is the same way. On Friday and Saturday night, a lot of places, a lot of bars, they would have their kids with them drinking beer, play a little bit of pool, and go home. So it wasn't like it was no big deal to have your kid. Whatever. But now nobody does that anymore. It's just like it's unacceptable now. But up north was the same way. Poor homeless people bring their kids in there, play a little pool. It's just now, man, when I see kids in here, I'm like, I freak out. I'm like, oh, fuck, man. I got panic. I'm like, I got to worry about insurance and all this other shit.
I'm not going to lie. I totally laughed. One of the signs in here, because I've never been here until today. One of the signs here, actually, it's the one over there, and it says something about women and kids up in here, and I laughed. Because now I'm a mom, so I thought it was really funny. Because I was like, oh, my God.
That's a reproduction of a sign from the 50s or 60s or something like that.
You do have a lot of stuff from back in the day.
Yeah.
There's a lot of newspaper clippings.
Hey, I got to tell you a funny story about a sign, dude.
Go
You ready? You're really like this motherfucker. It almost got me arrested, dude. Almost got Sportstown closed. So me and my wife, we're shopping, right? At this little store in Winter Haven. And we find this sign, right? Little sign. It's got a little kid and a little boy and a girl. They both got diapers on. And they're looking at their shit, right? And one of them says, see, I told you there was a difference. Now, I didn't think nothing about that, dude. I'm like, I just thought it was no big deal.
Yeah.
So my wife posted a picture of this sign. Man, fucking people went ballistic, bro. They went ballistic.
That sign's been around for years. I know
no
that
fucking
joke.
kidding, dude.
Because I know that picture.
I got signs in here with Wallace on them motherfuckers, bro. Wallace, the most worthless motherfucker that ever lived, with Wallace. I mean, he was a worthless bitch, dude. Nobody ever said about a word of it. I don't even know who the fucking guy is. In the meantime, the Orlando Weekly got on my shit. Fucking that artist guy, that Spearman or Stu, whatever the fuck he is, he got on my shit because it was transphobic or something, dude. I didn't even know what the fuck that meant.
Oh shit! Yeah, I
remember that. Yeah,
I remember that shit. Yeah, that got a lot of fucking
dude.
A lot of fucking press over just a sign. I'm like, dude, no.
Can you imagine if I showed that motherfucker right now? Somebody blow the fucking building up.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude. Right now, the way the political climate is.
Hold on, I'm trying to find the sign because I grew up with that sign. I just thought it was the funniest
thing. It's cute,
thing.
dude. The guy, the little kid, and then we posted it, and like somebody put a hashtag. Somebody put something on there that was fucked up.
Yeah.
And then we had Jade working here. Jade's out of her fucking mind. Fucking gay bitch out of her fucking board. Fuck. Anyway, my wife says we gotta apologize for this, and I'm thinking like, apologize for what? I'm like, hey, dude, I'm 60 years old. I ain't apologizing, dude.
Yeah, just 1 second.
I mean,
I've known you for a good amount of time. I've chilled with you. I've talked with you. We've laughed. There's never been a point where I've said out loud or like just even thought to myself like, no, there is a hateful bone in this man's body. This man is this. This man is that.
Yeah, man.
We have different views.
Fuck.
There is no racist or hateful bone.
My wife was upset. Because we're getting a lot of hate shit.
But the thing is, you're not going to apologize for shit. You don't give a fuck.
Hey, I put motherfuckers in the hospital by accident, dude. I didn't mean to.
I guess the best way to put it, it's an old school meme. It's literally what it literally. It's literally two.
It didn't even mean nothing.
It's just two little kids that are boy and girl looking at each other, and it's something along the lines of, "Oh, I don't have one of those," and then the joke is, "Oh, it broke off or something."
Hey, man, we had a couple gay women coming in here, rare customers. And they left over it, dude. They left over it, dude. They were a fucking set. They called me names and shit. In the meantime, I don't know about dude. All they had to do is come to me and say,
"There are worse businesses in the Mill District."
I guess I just don't understand because the way we grew up, that was just because we saw that sign all the time. Like I said, it was a back in the day, 80s, 90s. I guess meme.
That sign's been around since the 50s, dude. I mean, this sign was from the 50s or 60s. So my wife was upset about it, right?
Yeah.
She's like, we're getting all this hate mail and shit. And then, so we had Jade apologize. She said, we don't mean to do that. I'm thinking, motherfucker, fuck all you goofy motherfucker. Apologize for stuff. I mean, I'm still stewed over it, dude.
Yeah.
Because this fucking Orlando Weekly, we've been advertising for 20 years. Every time, you know what I mean? We're loyal customers of theirs. Spent like $700 a month for like 30 fucking years. And they put all this bullshit about our business in there, dude. People that don't even know, never were here, didn't know me or Vicky, put all this bullshit. Now they won't. They never took it down. If you look now, it's still on there, dude. And then they called me back, want to know if I want to advertise. I'm like, fuck you, dude. Fuck you, goofy motherfuckers.
But yet you still win their award for best local pool hall every fucking year. I mean,
well, the people know.
That's the people.
I mean, people know.
Exactly.
Fuck.
The people fucking know.
Fuck, dude.
And that's actually one of the competitions that I hold dear to my heart because here in Orlando Weekly, you know, they've done some articles and not talking shit about them. But the one thing that I love about them is the fact that when they do the Orlando Weekly votes, that is and people talk shit about this all the time.
It's pretty on the square, dude. It's pretty,
no, it is on the square.
It's pretty on the square, dude.
It is a valid ballot. It is a valid ballot because of the fact that they use a third-party system.
Yeah.
They don't get the votes.
Except they voted Sanford the biggest secret in Orlando 3 years in a row.
Yeah, that was.
They can get in the fucking sea.
No.
Sanford's the biggest secret in Orlando. Yeah, I was getting catty with one of my bars because we got nominated and then Sanford won. So I was on social media like, can everybody pray for Sanford? Apparently nobody's heard of them.
Have you ever been in downtown Sanford at night? I've never been there at night.
Yeah. Well, no, I recently just went to Sanford because I.
Oh yeah, don't get me wrong, it's fucking great out there now.
It's a beautiful town, but
so many breweries.
Yeah.
Oh my God, yes. There's this one brewery that does moonshine over in Sanford. They do an apple pie moonshine that's out of this fucking world.
I hate moonshine, bro.
Get the fuck out of here.
I drank some. I was working in this pool room in Alabama. A guy brought some moonshine. And I attacked like 7 fucking people, dude. I went out of my fucking mind, dude. Drinking that fucking shit, dude. I drank it and I don't know what happened, dude. I just fucking started hitting people with cue sticks and shit. I don't know what happened, man.
You go Hulk.
I went off, dude. Some guy said something to me. I'm like, fuck you, dude. And he said,
So Managa, next time we come here, we got to bring moonshine.
Fuck moonshine, bro. If you get some moonshine, you got to strap me down, dude. Tie me to the fucking chair.
Yeah, the stuff that I have,
I'm in, dog.
It's probably not legal for me to have.
Yeah, dude, I can't drink moonshine. I can't drink it. I to be honest with you, it's like they got a switch in it. When you drink it, and you know what I mean? You're sitting around and bang, here comes somebody flicks this fucking switch and it's all over.
You're talking to a dude who does shrooms and acid on a monthly basis. Like I get the whole trip and
I got a good acid story for you. You ready for this story?
Let's go for an
Fuck,
acid
dude,
story.
I know you did acid, but so I got back on Facebook and a lot of friends of mine from the 70s, they fucked with me a little bit, right? Well, listen,
I fuck with you all the time.
Yeah, well, listen, this one guy was a drug dealer. He brags about being a fucking drug dealer selling acid and shit, right? So meantime, me and my boy going to the bar, I mean, 3, 4 guys, and we see him walking down the street, right? So we picked the guy up, and he asked us if we want to buy some marijuana or some acid. My friends are killers, dude. They said, no, we don't want to buy it, but we're going to take it away from your fucking stupid ass. So they beat the guy up, and they take all his shit. And we kick him out of the fucking car, right? So nice later. So 30 years later, or 40 later, he's telling me about what happened. Like, you guys attacked me. And I'm like, hey, motherfucker, I was there, dude. They beat your fucking ass, took your fucking shit. Now, that's when I did some acid. And like, fuck, dude. I'm like, man, what the fuck did I just do? What just happened here, dude? But anyway, none of us smoked marijuana, dude. I know it's hard to believe, but we just gave the marijuana, like a pound of whatever. Whatever. We gave us, and then we did the acid, and we're like, fuck, dude. Are you fucking kidding me? But, I mean, I did it a couple times, dude, but I just, that's another thing, dude, that there's no rhyme or reason to that shit, dude.
I feel you.
There's no rhyme or reason to it, dude. You know what I mean?
I've said it on previous shows where, I'm responsible. I'm a responsible drug user.
You can't be with that shit, dude. You can't. I mean,
you can, and I am defending this in a sense because when I do it, I honestly I catalog and I do it in a controlled environment. The last time I did it, I was at my house with a buddy of mine, and I had Uber Eats on a schedule. Like at 3 o'clock we were getting pizza, at 5 o'clock we were getting this. Like everything was covered for, and I'm a responsible drug user.
My buddy did it, man. Drove off a fucking cliff, like 30 people.
That is
car,
not
dude.
a responsible
That was
drug
responsible,
user.
right? We're at the state park, and he's fucking with that shit. And the state park is called Bottomless Lake State Park, and it's got these winding roads, dude. And all fucked up out there. We decided to go back to town. I'm driving. His brother's in the car with me, and he's got this big Dodge Power Wagon. We'll watch him go, and he disappears. I'm like, where the fuck did the guy go, dude? What the fuck just happened here? And my car was slow. I thought maybe he just got ahead of me. So we went back. We drove off. It's a beautiful place. Got a bunch of saltwater lakes. This winding road is beautiful, dude. But the problem is if you're messed up, drive off fucking. There's a lot of those lakes got steep. There's like 200 or 300 feet to the bottom. You know what I mean? To like the cliffs. So anyway, we never found the guy.
It's always
we never found him, dude.
When you tell a story about...
Well, anyway, my girlfriend was in the car with the motherfucker, dude. That's the only reason I went and looked for the fucking guy.
Oh, shit.
My girlfriend was in the car. So we looked and we never found him. And the next day, Go to my girlfriend's house. She's all black and blue. She's all fucked up.
Oh
dude.
my God.
She's fucking hair is all fucked up. I go, bitch, what the fuck happened? She goes, man, we drove off a fucking cliff. They drove his fucking truck. She was in the back. You know, there's a bunch of, it was like 3 people in the front and a bunch of people were in the back, dude. And he drove right off like a 60-foot cliff into this fucking embankment. And nobody died, bro. Not one. They were all high, dude.
Your
Nobody
thoughts on
died,
that,
dude.
Mendoka?
His dad went around and gave everybody $40 to sign a waiver. It was fucking super, dude. Dude, nobody died. They drove off like a 50-foot fucking cliff. My girlfriend's head was all about this big, dude. She's all fucked up, dude.
Oh my God.
Well, I think.
So
Did you find the sign?
I cannot find the one that I grew up with. So the one I grew up with, because it's very different from this one. So I kind of see where the issue is now.
Yeah.
Because I thought you were talking about the one. So the one I grew up with is a picture of a little boy and a little girl in a bathroom that they're wearing diapers.
Yep.
And what I grew up with was, the saying was, not what this is here, the saying was, they're looking at each other and it's, oh, I don't have one of those.
Yeah.
It's the little girl saying that to the boy, oh, I don't have one of those. And the little boy saying, oh, yours must have fallen off.
Yeah. Or
That is what I grew up with.
Yeah.
So this is very different.
Yeah, this one said, see, there is a difference. This one is from the, dude, it must have been from the 60s or something. You know what I mean?
So like if it had been the one that I thought it was, I don't understand because that was just a funny joke.
Yeah.
This one I can kind of see the issue because it's very obvious because here it says there and then is in bold letters and it is a difference. So I'm like, okay, now I see where I see where that issue can come from.
All the letters were the same. I mean, it wasn't like the A wasn't all big and shit. It's just like a little saying on the bottom.
I can see that.
Yeah, but the is very So I will retract kind of what I said earlier because I thought we were talking about the old joke I grew up with. I'm like, that I can see, especially living in Orlando, we do have a very great gay community.
Yeah.
So I'm
everybody here went around and took all the fucking signs off the wall. They thought we were controversial, dude. In the meantime, I let the George Wallace fucking things up, dude. Fuck, come on now. Hey, man, I was in Alabama in '77, and it was like one big hate fuck, dude. Everybody hated every fucking body. I worked in a pool room where a black guy came in with a white girl. Motherfucker, look out, dude. It's like fucking like a riot would start, dude. In the meantime, if a white guy came in with a black girl, no big deal. So I'm from New Mexico, right? So I don't know what the fuck's going on. I mean, I'm first Friday night at work, a black guy comes in with a white girl. A couple guys come up and they point at the guy and they're like, what are you gonna do about that? And I go, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? He said, you can't have that shit in there. I still didn't know. I was like 21, dude. I didn't know.
Yeah.
I go, dude, you gotta explain to me what the fuck's going on. And then he said, he said some racial shit. You motherfucker. I'm going, hey, dude. I said, I just been here like a couple of weeks. You gotta give me 20 minutes to learn how to hate these motherfuckers, dude. I just got here, dude. Yeah. I mean, I don't hate anybody here, dude. I mean, you gotta break me in a little bit.
It was the mentality of that time in that specific area, because especially in that era, the North and the South had different mentalities.
But meantime out west, dude, none of that shit was happening.
Yeah.
I mean, the black, white. I mean, the South was so fucked up, dude. I mean, meantime where I lived, I mean, Mexican and white people, they all hung out together. I mean, people hung out together and there wasn't an issue. You know what I mean? And there was no TVs. I mean, a lot of people I knew, I didn't have a TV till I was 18, whatever. You know what I mean? So you didn't know, if you were a kid, what was going on. Like the riots in the South, nobody knew. I mean, if you lived out west, you didn't know. I fucking know. I mean, I just didn't know anything about how white people and black people were supposed to act in the South. I didn't know anything about it. I was in shock when I got here. I'm like, when I was a young kid, I didn't give a fuck about. I mean, I just want to play pool for money. That's all the fuck I was.
Yeah, you didn't see
color. I didn't give a fuck.
See...
Well, fuck, dude. I mean, and it's just, I worked there for like a year, and it was just, it finally got to me, dude. I said, look, I can't. There's too much hate here, dude. Everybody hates every fucking body here. So that's when I moved here. Fuck, everybody loves everybody here, dude.
Yeah,
dude.
And this is, and as we close out, I do want to say this. There have been times that I've been here with a diverse. You see the groups that I bring in. Like it's not just like one set. It's a collection of different cultures. But I've seen different groups come in here, and I'm not labeling. I'm not saying or pointing anyone out. But I've never ever seen in my time here at Sportstown anything driven by hate. Yeah. There's never.
Well, that's Orlando's. Listen, man. Orlando is it's kind of a neutral city, man. People here, but they're more more informed. They're more enlightened. You mean it's just I don't know exactly how to say it, but the people in Orlando, man, everybody's around everybody, man, and nobody's here to hate. Their not job when you're here is not to hate the other motherfucker because he might not look like you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, But listen, man, I grew up in a pool room, dude, where I was nice to everybody because I was trying to steal their fucking money, dude. I was trying to rob them playing pool. I give a fuck what color you were. I want to win your fucking money, dude. And when I first started hanging out in this pool room, so black dude, he told me, man, I was belligerent, right? I was like, fuck you, you lucky motherfucker, you Mexican cocksucker, you can't play. Anyway, he took me aside. He said, hey, bro. He goes, hey, buddy. He said, if you're trying to rob somebody, you got to fucking be nice to them. And the fucking light came on, dude. I'm like, I said, what do you mean be nice? He said, you can't take somebody's money, dude, and then be belligerent to them. Said, if you rob them and you're nice, guess what, dude? You get to rob them tomorrow and the next day. You know what I mean? If you rob somebody and you're belligerent, they don't want to lose no more money to you. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like a monetary decision for me to like everybody. You know what I mean? Some people I don't like because if I don't get to win money from you playing pool, I don't like you. Fuck you. I don't care about your fucking ass. But that's just the culture I grew up in pool rooms where like older guys, I had a problem with older guys. You know what I mean? And I was always fucking with them. And then after the guy told me that, I'm like, when I see somebody come in, I would like put a dollar sign on them. Like, if I'm nice to this guy, how much money can I win from the guy? So it's like I grew up a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, I kind of had an altered motive, but still, it's like kept me from getting beat up.
Well, I guess it's just the mentality of the hustling life in a sense. I mean, forgive me for using this analogy. No, I'm not even going to use that analogy. I just realized that would just lead into other shit. But yeah, it's customer service on a hustling level.
You got to be nice to somebody you're trying to rob them, dude.
Yeah, I get it. And with that being said, dude, you have always been a loud motherfucker. You've always been a calling people out on their shit motherfucker. You've been a wild ass yelling at people across the bar room motherfucker. But here's the one thing I'll say about you. You are by far one of the coolest and chillest motherfuckers that I know.
There's a reason I'm loud.
Why? Oh, God.
When I was a little kid, when I was going in the pool room, the black pool room, they let me talk loud. But I went to the white pool room, they would kick me out. I mean, if you're in the pool room with a bunch of older men, you couldn't talk. They won't let you talk, dude. You start to say something, say, shut the fuck up, dude. You fucking little cocksucker. Get the fuck out of here. That's the way they treated you in the pool room. There was like a tier. I mean, like whatever you call it, like a tier system. Yeah. So if you were older, you got to fucking say whatever you want. But when you're a young kid in there, you got to keep your fucking mouth shut.
Yeah.
You couldn't talk, dude. So for like 4 or 5 years when the pool room I was 16, I didn't say a word till I was like 20, dude. Fuck, they wouldn't let me talk in there. If you start to say something, I'm like, man, get the fuck out of here. But when I went to the black pool room, dude, the guy was that used to be a casino, right? So he's a different guy. So you could just say when we were in Banner with the people I hung out with, we yelled and screamed at each other. But ever since then, when I started to get loud, I like being loud. I like to be loud. I just felt that's my personality. You know what I mean? And I'm tired of being quiet.
I can't
dude.
See you or hear
I can't
you.
I fuck being quiet,
There's
dude.
no fucking way.
You'll be dead a long time, man. You be quiet when you're fucking dead, dude. I'm not gonna be quiet. That's why Facebook is so fun because you can get loud. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can be loud, type all that stupid shit on there, and then the problem with that shit is nobody ever stops, dude. If you fuck with somebody, then they fuck with you back. You'll never get.
Well, you notice when I put out one of those posts, on like a political post, you just see the comments just come in.
I know.
Do you ever see me respond back?
No, you can't, dude.
It's like I'm not gonna.
I fell in that. Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. Some of my friends who live in New Mexico, stone cold Democrats, dude. And fucking New Mexico's in a lockdown, dude. The whole state's still locked down. So if you're there, the governor, she's an asshole, dude. The governor's got the whole state locked down. New Mexico has got like 500,000 people in the whole state. Meantime, it's the 5th largest state in America. So they ain't no. Listen, man, if there's 2 people in New Mexico like this far apart, dude, it's like a wedding or something. I mean, everybody. It's not crowded. So they defend her. I'm absolutely against being closed, dude. I'm 100% against it. You know what I mean? So that was just we get to arguing back and forth, but they never stop. So you can't never stop. I get tired of typing, dude. I'd rather be talking. You know what I mean? If you're talking to somebody, I mean, you're not going to change somebody's political views. Even when you talk to people with their political views, dude, that shit didn't just start.
Yeah.
Once your political views, your parents are responsible for that. Your surroundings or everything. You know, so that's not really something you're ever going to change anybody's mind about, dude. Ever. It ain't going to happen, dude.
Yeah.
You know, when you see a Democrat turn a Republican, it's like fucking national news, dude. You know, they put it on the news. All these fucking guys are Republican now. And they're like, what the fuck, dude? What's the big deal? And in the meantime, if a Republican goes to Democrat, it's like a news story.
I just like to make it worse. So,
Yeah.
like, I'll post something and I'll get like this long ass paragraph, and either I'll critique their spelling and grammar, or I'll just like, cool.
I can't read all that shit.
Or I'm just
if it goes to like a long, I can't read it. I'm 66. I don't have time to read all that shit, dude.
like, hey, tell the story again, but add some dragons. I got bored about halfway through. you just keep the way, because you have nothing else to say. And I was like, no, I got plenty to say, but this is more entertaining to just give you these short responses.
But you know, during the pandemic, man, it's like get to kill a little time, fuck with everybody. At least,
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you get to kill an afternoon, fucking trying to convince somebody how fucked up Democrats or Republicans or whatever. You know what I mean? I just spent like 3 hours.
No, because like you guys are talking about like the whole politics and the crap that gets like you put one political thing and you get like this whole entire like 30 plus comments later. I posted one thing during the pandemic, wasn't even political. The most my Facebook probably ever had been lit up about something in a negative perspective was me saying that I appreciated having the weekend spent with my close family celebrating Logan's first birthday, and it lit up, and I had to start deleting comments because I never said anything, but other people were getting pissed and going in my defense going, well, hey, do you know who was actually at this party? Do you know their situation? Do you have the right to say something? And this person would comment back.
Yeah,
I had to start deleting stuff.
Now everything's political, dude. Everything got like a political, like a fight. So I mean, you were sitting here, I'm fucking far apart on me, bro. You know what I mean? Like if we're not 6 feet, hey, you motherfuckers are super spreader. Hey, man, calm the fuck down, dude. Stay the fuck home. I mean, that's my opinion. If I go to stores, there's too many people in there, I go the fuck home, dude. You know, but everybody's different, dude. And you're not going to, like, there's no way you're changing me, bro. And there ain't no way I'm changing you. And I don't, you know what? If everybody had my same beliefs, who the fuck would I get to argue with, dude? Nobody. I mean, so I'd be at home like, man, I wish I could fucking argue with some fucking
and you don't even, you just stop developing as a person.
Yeah.
You just live in an echo chamber and you're just this two-dimensional version of yourself.
Well,
like,
listen.
You need that conflict.
Yes. Listen, man, my friends in New Mexico, the guy called me every name but fucking Pope. So I said, well, you pussy ass. I typed it, right? And it told me to delete the comment. I'm like, fuck you, delete. This guy just called me like I fuck chickens for a living or something, dude. I mean, got dead in my shit, dude. And so I'm like, fuck you, dude. And I thought it was a joke. So I'm deleting this shit. This guy said I fuck chickens for a living. Fuck this knucklehead. That's the same. Yeah, that same drug dealer motherfucker bragging about being a fucking drug dealer. Like, you know, if you're not a cartel motherfucker, dude, you can't brag. You're no big deal. You get robbed like everybody else. Dude.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Fuck, you get. But I got banned from Facebook from that shit. I was one hot motherfucker, dude. I sent my friend over there. In fact, my friend is one of the guys that robbed his fucking ass back 30
Jesus
years
Christ.
ago, dude. You know? So my friend went over there to say, I said, look, go over to that motherfucker's house and get him, or jerk him out of there. Say something to him. Anyway, he wouldn't answer the fucking door. But anyway, I messaged the guy back. I said, hey, dude. I said, you can't call me all these fucking names, dude. I got banned from Facebook. Now I can't. Now I'm one hot motherfucker because I can't respond. You know what I mean? I can't respond here, dude. Because I said bitch. I called him a pussy ass bitch. How the fuck can you get kicked off Facebook?
There are some pussy ass bitches out there. I mean, I think we can attest to that, Madonka, Mandy, right? There's some pussy ass bitches out there.
They're everywhere. Bro.
We had somebody in our private Facebook group for my Yugen where the president and administrators got a notification from Facebook saying, we took down this post because it violated our policies. This is your first strike. It was something that was posted 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And he was like, it was a 3-year-old picture of a duck with an erection. And someone's like, why are you taking pictures of 3-year-old ducks with erections? It's like the perfect response. But yeah, like it shouldn't be that hard. If they go through and take something that you posted well in the past before policy change, they can let you know, hey, if you're looking for this post, we took it down because we changed policy. Hey, this thing you did back then that was totally okay. we're getting you for it now. Like
Yeah.
it's
For
like they're
me-
going retroactive with the punishments.
But
And like
for me,
you gotta
it's the
calm the fuck
opposite,
down.
though. Like, I got this is years later, and this still makes me just. It's probably 5 years. I'm still furious. Is when I was doing all my body paint stuff. Like when it got really like heated here in Orlando, and like body paints were almost every month. Like you had a guaranteed gig every month to paint.
Yeah.
And I had one night where all these photos were taken. 3 photos were immediately posted on Facebook. I'm in the body paint. This isn't
Her
like
body. I'm just saying, like her body paint.
I love that shit, bro.
Is out of this.
I'll be
fucking world.
looking like, well, I can't believe it. You look at this thing like, I know there's some seams that, you know what I mean? Like trying to look for seams and shit. Like, I know that's a fucking leotard or something, man. I can't.
No.
These guys are.
And the girl that used to work here, Leandra, I love that bitch. Yeah, she's a stone cold Democrat, man. I argue with the fucking bitch all the time. Anyway, Leandra is doing that body paint shit, and one of the guys that came in here, he got like an erection, was trying to rub it on her while he's painting. And I'm thinking like, dude, you're here naked, and he's fucking painting you. I'd have a fucking hard on too, bitch. I mean, I wouldn't rub it on you or nothing because I know you're fucking ass.
Jesus.
But anyway, that body paint was sort of reminded me. She used to do that. They had a nude night here.
Yep.
It's called nude night. Yeah. That's
We've
shit, dude.
worked together
That's-
for the
yeah.
event.
Yeah. And the guy that
We used to get
started it.
naked together.
Yeah.
But no,
Listen, man, body paint shit is beautiful.
Yeah.
It's just beautiful. It's
yeah.
you know.
But what made me mad was back in the like 5 years ago with Facebook. So it wasn't even a nude night piece. This is one of the pieces where you actually had nipple covers on.
Oh yeah.
So you nothing was showing that shouldn't be. So 3 photos had posted overnight from the gig from the night before. I immediately was then banned from Facebook for 2 weeks. Like they got rid of my Facebook account.
Thanks, Obama.
Facebook account for 2 weeks for pornography and nudity. I'm sorry, it was a week, not 2 weeks. No, it was 2 weeks. So during that time frame, my nan, God rest her soul, and a friend of mine who was also in the body paint community both died the same day.
Wow.
Didn't get to find out about him until like the day after. Didn't find out about my nan because it was on a Sunday.
Yeah.
So found out on him on a Monday, found out about my nan on a Wednesday. So I had to go how many days before I get to find out my
That's
nan
the
had passed away
beautiful
because
thing about
Facebook
the thing
banned
about
me for
Facebook
2 weeks?
is you're connected to your old. I mean, friends that I knew 30 or 40 years ago, guys I used to hang out with.
Yeah.
They're still around. You get to say hello to them. That's the one thing about that, man, that I agree with. You know what I mean? But
But nowadays, if I get reported, it's like, oh no, it's already. This is what kills me now about it. Or trying to go back to what I was saying with Manaka, it's like I have the reverse where 5 years ago that happened, but now if when I know my Facebook or my body paint photos comes up, it's already gone through their nudity pornography thing. And like before I even know it's been reported, it's literally sends me goes, oh, not only were you reported, we've already dealt with the situation. You're good to go.
well, with Facebook, you don't have to remember anybody's number. You know what I mean? You get to say hello to them. People you haven't seen in a long time. You get connected to people.
Yeah.
It's really cool, dude. I agree with it. I thought Zuckerberg came in right now and kicked that motherfucker out of here, dude. Get the fuck out of here, you motherfucker. It'd be a pleasure to bar that motherfucker from in here. Get the fuck out of here, you fucking bitch.
I like how the rules are. You can't have exposed female nipples. So I've told a lot of my friends who do content and everything. It's like I'm gonna take a picture of my nipples. I'm gonna Photoshop my nipples off and give them to you. Photoshop mine on your tits, and then keep putting the pictures on social media.
That's
so whenever
funny.
they pull it down, they're like, no. Here's the original photo. That's a man's nipples that have been superimposed on me. Because apparently you can get away with showing your ass if you like superimpose it on like a statue or something like
Yes,
that. The
yes.
rules are so fucking weird.
Well, I think there's fact checkers and stuff. I think there's code words. You know what I mean? Like if you're in a sentence and you put bitch in there, like in a sentence, like with this, you know what I mean? Then they don't catch it right away.
Yeah,
But if
flags
you
it
say
immediately.
bitch ass motherfucker, that shit pops right up. So you don't get to say that to anybody. I don't know how they keep track of it, but to be honest with you,
I think you're just flagged by Facebook. Like they're like, oh, Lee from Sportstown. Yeah, we're gonna keep an eye on
man,
him.
You're on the
know-
watch list.
Yeah, pretty much.
They heard I voted for Trump. Now I'm a Mark fucking man, bro. I'm like a Mark man. I go, dude, to be honest with you, the reason I voted for him, I bet 2,000 on the fucking guy, dude. All right. Every year I bet on the election. I bet on Clinton and that goofy fucking bitch got like a name calling contest with Trump. That's the worst fucking move ever, dude. Because she can't, you know what I mean? She quit. That's why she lost, dude. Cost me 2,000. I'm not one hot.
Are you fucking serious?
No, dude. I bet 2,000 on Super Bowl. I just like bet on elections and Super Bowls. I bet real high on them, right? So meantime, I bet against Obama twice. He fucked me, and I said, "There's no way a black guy's getting elected."
You always
yeah,
bet on
dude,
black.
he fucked me,
You
dude.
always
Hey,
bet on black.
So then I bet on Clinton, and I'm thinking,
Same thing. You
yeah,
always
well,
bet on
listen,
black.
man. There's no way Clinton loses to Trump, dude. How the fuck is that going to happen, dude? Because Trump's a newcomer, and then she just got caught in a name.
Oh, Hillary. I don't know why I kept thinking about Bill. So Hillary.
No, Hillary, but she just got caught in a name calling contest with Trump, dude. And that's what happens with Trump and his. I mean, I love Trump, dude. Don't get me wrong, but you can't get a name calling contest with the fucking guy. He's a champ at it, dude.
Yeah.
And Clinton quit talking about the issues and start calling. You know, it fucking cost me $2,000 fucking dollars, dude. Wow.
Go ahead.
You can do the nipple thing. People have been doing it on Facebook, and there's nothing they can do about it.
Nice.
Switch it.
Yeah, somebody has a picture, and it's like, this is a male nipple. Ladies, just cut this out and put it over your boobs, and then post all over Facebook.
Oh man, but no, Lee. Once again, dude, thank you so much for letting us come in here, shoot the shit with you.
Yeah,
It's
my
always
pleasure,
it's always a pleasure because you have some crazy stories. You delivered in
If
such.
I hadn't been hit in the head so many fucking times, there's a bunch more to remember, dude. But that's why I like being connected in Facebook with my friends.
Yeah.
They told me stories. They reminded me of stories and stuff that we did. You know, hey man, one of my buddies, talk about guns and shit. I was in a parking lot with some friends of mine, dude, and they had beat a guy up. I didn't know nothing about it, dude. The guy walks up and points a gun right at me. I'm like, what this fuck? I don't even know this motherfucker. He goes, fuck all you motherfuckers. Dude, my buddy kicked the gun out of his hand, dude, like a fucking kung fu movie, dude. The guy had the gun like that. My buddy was like 6'5". Boom, he kicks the gun out of his hand. Bam, the fucking gun went off, dude. I shit my fucking pants, dude. I ran like 3 miles from my house.
What
dude.
is it about every fucking show we do? One way or another, you always tell me about you shitting your pants.
Dude, I've been in a lot of fucked up spots.
It is what it is. Mandy, go ahead and start signing off.
All right, guys. Once again, Resident Jedi Master signing off with the boys. I do okay. 8:30 to 9:30. Lightsaber Fitness. Hope to see you guys there.
Hey, let me mention my friend.
Oh yeah.
Okay, let me mention. My buddy runs a community kitchen in Roswell, New Mexico. His name is Brad Ushery. You listen, Brad, you motherfucker, pay attention. This guy's a saint, dude. He rescued a community kitchen that was going under and sent his own money, and he feeds people every day there, dude.
You get me his contact information. We'll do a virtual
Feeds
thing
people
from
every
him
day,
in
dude,
New Mexico.
out of his own fucking pocket, dude. He started that with his own money. And this guy's not rich, dude. He's just like working man living. And him and his wife got together. I think their brother helps them. It's called the Roswell Community Kitchen, and now they have a building, have a lot of donors. But it's a cool place. If any friends in New Mexico, send them some bread or something, dude. You know what I mean? Cool dude.
What is it called again?
It's called Roswell Community Kitchen. He feeds them. He feeds homeless and people out of work there in New Mexico every day. You come up there, you don't ask no questions. He gives you a plate of food, man.
No, that's beautiful, man.
He's a fucking cool dude, man.
I forgot how to spell kitchen.
I used to chase that guy around with a beer bottle trying to crack him over the fucking head, dude.
Community kitchen in
Roswell Community Kitchen.
Roswell Community Kitchen.
One cool dude.
I'm gonna tag this right here so we can talk about it on a later episode. And I do want to reach out to him because that's really fucking cool. The fact that
something, dude's a saint, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, almost a saint, dude. Take his own money and feed people he don't even fucking know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they it's used to be an old church. So St. Peter's Church is behind a big church, and they bought the building. They got some donations. I don't know how they bought the building. They got some donations anyway.
I feel like we're at the Oscars and we're being signed off with the music.
Got the fuck out.
Yeah, but Lee, no, definitely. We're gonna reach out. You're gonna give me their contact information. We'll reach out. We'll figure it out.
Cool.
But plug Sportstown like you always do, bro.
Hey man, fuck all you motherfuckers. Come to Sportstown and spend some money. I need the money, bro. Fucking need the money, man. Look, the bartenders need the money here. Everybody needs the money, right?
My name is Patricio, A.K. Rocky. I'm going to leave it off to Mendonca, the new host of the Orlando Side Show. Well,
Hooray. Hopefully, eventually. I don't fucking know. We'll get there. I'm Joshua Melstrom Mendonca. You can find me on Instagram, Rev Mendonca. You can find me on that website. Facebook doesn't let you talk about, /Zodonk. Also, our buddy Mike Evans from Yugiri Ramen is going to be at Player One Video Game Bar on March 10th.
Ooh.
Cooking up some hot ass ramen. Definitely should check that out. He's a great
you should
guy.
do a show from there.
I'm all
It's
about Player
very
One.
loud, but I might be able to bring a remote setup and maybe do a couple quick interviews.
That's what I'm saying. You take care of that.
I want to go.
You know, I can
Player
probably just park my
One.
Jeep out back with a power inverter and set
There
up in
you
the back
go.
of my Jeep.
Yeah, there
All
it
right,
is.
yeah. I'll try to do some remote broadcasting from out there. But thank you so much for tuning in to the Orlando Sideshow. You can find us on any major platform. We always start with iHeartRadio now, but you can find us on the other ones, Spotify, iTunes, YouTube, Facebook, SoundCloud, on someone's fucking metal plate out in the middle of nowhere that gets strange. And
we've gone up 12% in India, just so you know.
12% in India.
Yeah.
Is it because we keep getting banned in Canada?
Yes.
I think so.
Yeah, Trudeau's really mad at us right now. But thank you so much, India. We'll have to talk about this another time, but I found a really awesome Bollywood video. Just think of it this way. Thriller in India.
I've seen it.
Okay.
I've seen it.
Hey, my dentist used to host a show, that Bollywood. My dentist used to host a show, the Indian music, dude, every fucking Sunday afternoon, dude. Every Sunday, used to do a music video show from all the people from India.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That music's fucked up, bro. I mean, it's hard fucking. It takes a while to get used to it, but he's like MC for this show for like 10 years, dude. Yeah.
Well, you signing us off?
Yeah. Like I said, thank you so much for tuning in and letting us inside of your home and your heart. And maybe your body. Who knows? We might hook up in the future. Once again, I'm Mandaka. I am here with Lee from Sportstown, Mandy, our resident Jedi, Rocky as always, and we will catch you next week.
Oh, sweet. All right. We gotta do a quick photo like all this right now because
Fucking A, bro.
I'm kind of proud of.
I also love when people come into the offices to do show and they see the setup and they're like, "Oh fuck! Like I didn't expect this."
Yeah, like this is for real. Like this is a real setup.
We've actually invested some money.
Yeah. Let me see. Alex, can we borrow you for 1 second?
Come take a picture, bro.
What?
Come on, big guy.
What do you think about?
We're gonna do one sitting down like this, like we're actually talking to each other. Yeah, just like look at Mendonca like you're mad at him or some shit.
What the fuck, bro?
I mean, that's
perfect.
That's
fucking perfect.
That's pretty par for the course.
That's fucking perfect. And I'm sure you got it right.
Can I get some Budweiser, bro? I'm gonna get a lot of heat from my friends. Yeah, Pacifico, dude. Yeah, that's all right. It's like Mexican Budweiser, bro. It's all right. Mexican Bud.
Hey, the Mexican Bud, man, he'll get you.
You're not talking about beer anymore.
Oops, sorry.
Bringing it in.
There's a good side.
Come on, baby, come on. Not too many pictures. Take the lens cap off, baby.
Thanks, Alex.
Thank you.
Dude, as always, man.
Yeah, nice meeting you, man.
Yeah, man.
Nice meeting you.
Get out of here, motherfucker.
Nice meeting you, baby.
Right back
Keep
at
up
you.
that Facebook chatter, all right? Give me something to fucking do.
Always.
Yeah, man, I'm going to send you my boy's name. His name is Paul Squid. That's the same name as yours, bitch. It's fucking SQUARO or something like that. And you put a Q in your name. In fact, I thought it was you, dude.
Funny.
I'm thinking, what's this motherfucker talking about bullshit? I thought he was a Republican.
No, crazy as it sounds, I was a Republican as a child. I
I'm a
really
fucking
was.
Democrat, dude.
I was.
My family's all my family.
No, my entire family's Republican. Like, they're like hardcore.
My brother lives in D.C., man. He called me up and goes, when the fuck did you become a Republican?